Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, a place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday. Why? Because nobody wants to read, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and as usual, I am your host. Let's get into it. U.S. government among largest Bitcoin holder with over $5 billion in Bitcoin. Yup, I believe it. All right, Grayscale GBTC discount falls to 16% as markets bet on Bitcoin ETF approval. LFG, please. Yeah, guys, let's get that thing going. This will be the kickoff, 100%. All right, guys, current market cap right now is sitting at 1.08 trillion, up 2.4%. Current Bitcoin dominance hovering just above 50 at 50.3%. ETH dominance 17.7%. And a small amount of Gwei. We'll get you an ETH transaction, 9 Gwei. Guys, we are back in the 40s for the Fear and Greed Index. Technically sitting at neutral, 41 for the Fear and Greed. Bitcoin moved a little bit yesterday / last night. We're going to talk about that shortly. Top 100. Fives, fours, things like that. A little bit of an uptick. We'll call it a green day. Why the hell not? Let's blow through, see if there's any crazy outliers. Guys, Solana 5.69%. 6.24 for Bitcoin Cash. What in the absolute hell? If there's anybody in there that's like super good at like on-chain super sleuthing, I would love if someone could get me some information on, because I'm not that good at that stuff. Hey, get me some information on like what, there's got to be some whales that are pumping Satoshi's Vision and Bitcoin Cash, because Satoshi's Vision right now is sitting at 9.2% on the day, 13.49 for the week. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely ridiculous. I would love to see what whales are pumping these dead chains. If there's someone out there who watches this channel that's smart, by all means, reach out to me on X, @BoringCryptoIO on X. Maybe get you on the channel and talk about if we can find what's going on with those chains. Outside of that, guys, render token 8.27 for the day, 6.87 for eGold. Moving on. 5.39 for Trust Wallet. Outside of that, that's about it, guys, for the top 100 for anything over 5% that I could see. Guys, Bitcoin, 4 hour. Where are we at? Where do you think we're at? We're beating our heads on 28,000 again. I'm so over this number. Okay, guys, nothing's changed. Yes, we bounced off of support, 26,635, or potentially that downward, the bottom downward trend line of the original descending wedge. You know how much I'm tired of saying that? Because we've been here for a long time, guys. It's getting rough. But yeah. So we're fighting 28K again. Hopefully we're gonna get a bounce here, right around 27.6. So we just hit it and we're pulling back. We got hung up underneath that 27.310 again, but then we finally broke through, and we broke through hard, and then we hit 28 perfectly and got rejected. So nothing has changed. All levels are exactly the same, guys. We need to break 28. I need at least bare minimum, one whole daily candle close above 28 before I get bearish in the short, or bullish, in the short term, guys. That is where I'm at. It is nothing new. Let me give you some more bullish sentiment. So it goes a daily. Okay, so clearly on the daily, we are in an uptrend, right? Here's your bottom, here's your high. Higher low, higher high. Higher low. Could we be putting in a potential higher high? My opinion if we do break 28, to continue this uptrend, we've got to get above 28.6. Just based on this wick. Get up into this node. Which we could. If we break 28, there's not a lot, at least on this short term, there's not a lot of volume right in here. There might be back from up back here, but we're looking at, like, let's say we pull up the VRV VP, whatever the hell, however we pronounce that damn thing. Just a volume profile, basically. You're gonna find a gap in here, which means if we get through this 28, there's potential that we can break up into this node right here. Okay, into the 29s, 28.9, 29,000, etc., etc. That is what we're hoping for, and that would continue this bullish pattern, bullish momentum, bullish trend, excuse me, that we're looking at right here. So fingers crossed. Green dot printing on the daily. See if that holds too. Except they haven't been really, green dots haven't actually been giving me any like good momentum. We got a double green dot here, and then we dumped. But again, then we got this one that ripped to heavens. But guys, that's all I've got for Bitcoin today. Again, nothing new. We've got to break 28, and it's a nightmare. I'm looking at 7 minute real quick just for shits and gigs. Yeah, we just flattened out. Potentially, we might be able to see something like this. Watch that 7 minute where we roller coaster up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and hit it, and then we finally break out, right? Maybe we get a bounce off of that 27.6. I know I sound really, I don't know, not excited about any of this. It's just boring, man. Like we are in that point of a bear market where it's just gonna lull you. It's boring. It's literally, okay, this is literally where I came up with the name for Boring Crypto IO. It was when the market was just consolidating. We're just moving sideways, and it's not fun. It's not exciting. But if you're here, if you're still here, these are the times where millionaires are made, where we stay in, we stay focused, we continue to watch, continue to build positions. We don't walk away from the market because it's boring. Welcome to Boring Crypto IO. Let me take a sip of coffee, we'll get on to the news. All right, y'all, let's go. U.S. government among largest Bitcoin holders. Oh, they really put hodlers. That's funny. With over 5 billion in Bitcoin. The 5 billion estimation is based on 3 major seizures linked to Bitfinex hack and Silk Road, meaning the actual holdings could be much larger. Imagine that. The United States government didn't have to buy their Bitcoin. They just seized it from people. Weird. The United States government has become one of the largest Bitcoin holders with over 200,000 Bitcoin worth more than $5 billion despite selling a few thousand Bitcoin worth millions earlier this year. According to data analysis based on public filings, crypto firm 21.co estimated that the U.S. government still holds 188 BTC, estimated estimated to be worth 5.3 billion. The firm noted in its analysis that these are lower bound estimations of U.S. government holdings based on publicly available information, so it could be significantly more. The analysis tracked the Bitcoin movement of the U.S. government wallets associated with 3 largest Bitcoin seizures since 2020, namely the Silk Road seizure of 69,369 Bitcoin in November of 2020, the Bitfinex hack seizure of 94,643 Bitcoin in January 2022, and the James Zong seizure of 51,326 Bitcoin in March. Guys, welcome to the biggest scam on the planet. Oh, that guy's got a lot of money. Cool. We're just going to throw him in jail and take it. The government Bitcoin stash is kept primarily offline, is encrypted storage devices known as hardware wallets kept under the Justice Department and the Internal Revenue Service. The U.S. government made 2 significant seizures in 2022. Seized assets do not instantly belong to the government. Right. The U.S. Marshal Service, the principal agency charged with selling seized property, only receives possession of the seized Bitcoin after a court issue is definitive and forfeiture judgment. The U.S. government also sells a portion of its seized Bitcoin from time to time through an auction system based on court liquidation orders. The most notable government auction dates back to 2014 when billionaire Tim Draper bought 30,000 Bitcoin from U.S. government auctions in 2014. However, in recent years, the U.S. government has turned to crypto exchanges to sell seized Bitcoin over public auctions. One such sale came in March earlier this year when the government sold 9,118 Bitcoin on Coinbase, as confirmed through a public filing. The government sold Bitcoin on Coinbase, but the SEC is suing Coinbase for offering securities. What? Oh man, it's such a sham. All right, what do you guys think? Comments down below, let me know. And last story of the day. Again, there wasn't too much going on this morning. Side note, over the weekend, supposedly the SEC. Here, let me just pull that up. I'm going to go to X real quick. Give me just a second, guys. So, over the weekend, the SEC will not be appealing the court's decision on the Grayscale Bitcoin ETF. Grayscale Bitcoin spot ETF still has to go through the SEC's approval process. You know, I might actually go back and look for a story on this and maybe cover it tomorrow, because it's kind of relevant. The question is, what are they going to do now? I mean, they'll probably just delay, unfortunately. But they have decided to not appeal. So that means they've got to... What this means, let's really break this down before I get into the last story. What this means is it doesn't mean that their Grayscale is instantly approved for a spot Bitcoin ETF. It means that it's going to go through the approval process again, which means that the SEC can find another reason to shut it down. I don't think that'll happen, and here's why. Because I believe that the judge is onto their shenanigans, if that makes sense. I think the judge is going to look at what they've been doing and go, you guys keep muddying up the waters, basically. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. I believe that the judges are catching on to what just the games and the crap the SEC is doing, and they're not privy to it anymore. And they're not feeling it. So I don't think they're going to find another reason to deny it. I think they're just going to lump it in and I believe that what they're going to do is kick the can down the road, delay it, and then approve all of them at the same time is what I really think is going to happen. But it is a bit of hopium. So we got a little bit of a pump off of that. Let's go to the last story. Sorry for that little sidetrack there. Okay. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust discount falls to 16% as markets bet on Bitcoin ETF approval. Some analysts say GBTC's discount is narrowing because investors are pricing in the SEC's approval on several pending spot Bitcoin ETF applications. Grayscale's Bitcoin investment vehicle, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, is trading at its lowest discount in nearly 2 years as spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds continue to inch toward potential approval in the United States. The latest data from YChart shows GBTC's discount on Bitcoin's net asset value has narrowed to 15.87% as of October 13th. Discount to NAV is a percentage that measures the amount that a mutual fund or ETF is trading below its net asset value. The metric is used to track how far away a security is trading from its true value. Data shows that GBTC's discount began to narrow when BlackRock and several other financial institutions filed a spot Bitcoin ETF application in mid-June, where the discount fell from 44% on June 15th to 26.7% in July 5th. Since then, the figure has continued to narrow. The last time GBTC's discount was at a similar level was in early December of 2021, only a month after Bitcoin hit its all-time high price of $69,000 on November 10th, according to CoinGecko. Bitcoin advocate Oliver Velez believes the market is pricing in spot Bitcoin ETF approval by year's end. Here's what I will say. A lot of people that I follow and listen to are saying this isn't going to happen until next year. Either late first quarter, early second quarter of next year is what I'm hearing. Another analyst, such as cryptocurrency investor Lyle Pratt, believes GBTC's discount will continue to evaporate over the next week or two as spot Bitcoin ETFs near approval. Reports emerged that the United States Securities and Exchange Commission wouldn't appeal the Grayscale decision on October 13th, leading to Bloomberg ETF analyst James S. referring to spot Bitcoin ETF approvals as a done deal in an October 13th post. On October 15th, Grayscale reportedly delivered a statement noting that the SEC's 45-day period to seek a rehearing has passed, meaning the court would issue its final mandate within 7 calendar days. The Grayscale team remains operationally ready to convert GBTC to an ETF upon the SEC's approval, and we look forward to sharing more information as soon as practicable. Practicable. Right. The company reportedly said. Cointelegraph reached out to Grayscale to comment but not receive an immediate response. Well, guys, it's looking better and better for these ETFs, which is funny because we've been talking about these since 2018. At least that's when I first remember seeing them. But I didn't even get into space until 2017. So again, this is like our bear market hopium during 2018, 2019-ish, thinking that this was going to kick off the next bull cycle. And it never happened. It never got approved. And here we are, 2023, potentially getting this approved by the year's end would be. Honestly, it's surreal, to be honest. Like, and it's been going on for so long. We've been talking about it for so long. It's like, damn, let's do this already. Outside of that, guys, Bitcoin one last time. Excuse me. We are. Let's go to 1 hour. Ooh, 1 hour looking juicy. That, ladies and gentlemen, it's a nice little flag on the 1 hour. I bet you it looks even better on a 30-minute. Yeah, that's looking flaggy. We'll make this as simple and as crude as possible, just to give you an idea. All right, this is a 30-minute potential bull flag. Flags are a continuation pattern. This is super, super old school, like bare bone TA. Like, this is as old school as it gets. You measure the flagpole, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so potential breakout, the top of this flag. Potential rip to... I'll put us at 28.5. Give you a 2.51% pump. Guys, that is a potential idea for what's going on with Bitcoin right now. Not mad about that. We'll keep our eye on this flag. Guys, never forget that these types of patterns, which I don't even know if people even trade patterns anymore. I kind of use them as just more ammo if I'm looking at a trade. We'll do that like that. But never forget the point I'm getting at. Never forget that even though this is a bullish continuation pattern, these patterns have a 68, 69, something like that % chance to break to the upside, and they can all potentially break to the downside in the same direction or in the same amount of movement. So if we break to the downside, we could potentially see go back down to 27, basically, is what I'd be looking for. Nice psychological number if we lose this pattern. But you're going to have these two levels you got to break. 27.6, 27.3. All right, let's keep our eyes on this. And there's your bullish hopium for the day. 30-minute chart, guys. All right. Outside of that, guys, that's all I got for you this morning. If you do enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on Boring Crypto IO, please, by all means, guys, subscribe to. I almost got it out. I almost got it all out without slurring my words. Didn't happen. Guys, subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for notifications. Watch the videos. Share the videos on all your social platforms. And above all, if there's anything you can do to help the channel and help the adoption of crypto, like the videos. Click the like button. Please, please. All 130 of you, which I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for being here. And I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I am out of here.